What's up, everybody? What's the matter with my thing here? I don't know what's going on with this. So much.
You're welcome.
As you come in, please tap that screen for me. The little lemon. What is this they got me? The beignets. Double tap the screen, everybody. What do I want to eat on today? That's good. Hearing that playing that piano. What's up, Jesse? I think I did the thing to invite somebody on here, Jesse. I think I did it right this time. I believe. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Greetings from Oakland, California. I said, let me grab me something to eat before I head home. Had a great time at Love Center this morning. Just getting out of there. It's always good to go to Love Center and hear some good music. Oh, they have the jambalaya. Maybe I'll do that. That's crab. I don't like that kind of mess. I don't know what I'm going to eat today. Eat something. Ooh, I was sitting next to this boy. He brought his tambourine. My God, today. At me, I can put on AirPods. Okay. You know, I need to. So I can hear you too. Ah. Send you this on. I'll send you the link on. There you go, Jesse. I think I sent it to your Instagram. Let me put on this thing so I can hear because she over there running her mouth so much. I can't hear. I, did y'all double tap the screen for me? There we go.
Well, praise the Lord. I'm coming from Flint. Yeah.
From where? Flint.
Yeah, from Flint.
What was in Flint?
So my mom's church had their 20th
Oh,
anniversary this weekend. So I was up there. I mean, I used to go there, but now it's my mama church.
is it apostolic?
Oh, apostolic gown. I won't have it any other way.
You know what? This water is good. I haven't looked at the appetite. I really probably don't know them, but I want like something like a kind of. Do you have like a seafood boil here or something like that?
So the closest thing probably is going to be the clam bake that we have at the moment, which is part of our
I don't like
specials.
clams though.
And then the cioppino are going to be the most variety of the seafood that we currently offer in one dish. So this is going to be the cioppino.
Y'all
It's
hear
going to be tomato
like
based. The other one that I did mention, but it doesn't sound like would be the good option for you since you don't like clams, would be the clam bake. But this one is one of our more popular dishes. It's going to be a variety of shellfish and fresh fish. So you'll get salmon, halibut, swordfish, all mixed in that marinara broth with herbs. You'll also get clams, scallops, prawns, mussels, and then fresh vegetables.
There was something that had Dungeness crab in it with some other stuff.
That's going to be the option. We also have the seafood satay, which is another most popular dish right here. That's going to be deshelled crab, prawns, and scallops sauteed in a white wine herb sauce. Also served with wild rice and vegetables.
Okay.
Those are our two most popular dishes, and what we're most well known for is that seafood satay and the cioppino.
I was looking at the jambalaya. Did that come in?
We also have pasta
Does that come in
jambalaya.
pasta
Yeah,
stuff?
so that one's going to be the pasta dish as part of our New Orleans style brunch, which is offered
Okay.
right here. And you'll get a little variety with that pasta jambalaya too.
There's no Dungeness crab in it though.
No, but if you want it, we can always add crab for an additional price to anything.
How much is additional?
I think 2 ounces. I have to double check on the price. It's maybe $18.
Okay.
Ounces? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me and add the Dungeness crab in there.
Okay. Did you want me to double check on the price for you?
Long enough it don't. It's around there.
Okay, sounds good.
We're good. All right.
If you need anything, my name's Sam.
All right, great. Thank you. Listen, because I can't be here all day just figuring out what I'm going to eat because I need to eat and go do what I need to do.
now
Let
where
me tell
my
you
Uncle
something.
Tim at?
I got to post the pictures. I will post the pictures up on the community wall
Okay.
after this. I did see Uncle Tim. He was with some people, so yeah, and he had to come to Oakland because he lives in San Francisco, but the Love Center is in Oakland, so
Okay.
he came with some people from Oakland. Yeah, but Tim looking all slim. He bragging on his zimpy zimp zimp zimp.
Look
I
at
was
Uncle Tim. Slim
uh-huh.
Tim.
Uh-huh. Who this boy from his church sat next to me. Oh my God. He brought that tambourine, Jesse. He brought that
Every man
tambourine.
wants.
But he was
Oh, I can't stand when y'all go to these musicals. Shut up. Oh God. And he made sure he got a seat by St. James. No, no, they didn't. It wasn't about him watching you. He wanted to sit by St. James and Pat. Child, every man. Last week. Last week, yeah. So yep, it's for. I had soul food is for Sundays, so I had went and stopped at this bar that I've been hearing about in Flint. Flint is one of them places. They have some very good food, but most people wouldn't know. Since it's so small, but they have some good food there. Yeah. Oh, is my line suspended? See, here y'all go with these emojis. St. James, is your line suspended? Lord. Y'all make sure y'all double tap. Make sure you double tap and Come over to my page if you feel welcome to. I would love to have you over there at the Jesse live show. But it look like St. James show is. I mean, St. James is. You need to connect to the Wi-Fi. Or is it me? Y'all put a one in the chat if I'm still on, but St. James is not. Put a one in the chat for me. Bad. Okay. I'm on.
No. What happened was I was sitting in and it's hot. My phone got too hot because I was sitting in the sun. That wasn't a great idea for me to sit in the sun.
Now, how
So,
hot is it there? It should be. Well, it's hot here too.
I mean, but if you're sitting directly in the sun, it is, what
Yeah.
is it right here? Could you get my water from over there? My water? 73 degrees, but I was sitting in the sun. So, yeah. 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 So, thank you. Oh, is he? Okay. That's what they've been
He's
saying.
coming back. 30 years, he finally coming back. Signs of the
That's what they've
time.
been saying. No more. Oh, this boy. Thank you. Appreciate it. So you had soul food today. Now you frozen? Oh no, there you go. Okay, woman, you know that sugar, that little thing, it's in the middle. I have been working, y'all. Don't worry, I'll give your tip. Thank you. I just use the sugar thing for a prop. Uh-oh. Sorry. You there? I done made a whole mess. I mean, an entire mess. Jesse, where you at?
Okay, I had a dead spot. Got
Oh,
my
okay.
line suspended.
It's my last. So Mary J got inducted into the Hall of Fame,
Yes, the Rock and Roll Hall of
the Rock and
Fame.
Roll Hall of Fame. Aren't you so happy?
I've been waiting, and this is her only second time being nominated. Usually it takes them a couple times before they're actually inducted. So, I'm excited. She was put up with a lot of great other artists like Dionne Warwick and A Tribe
Oh,
Called
okay,
Quest,
okay.
Cher. Yep. So she's amongst the greats, but she deserves it all. So I wanted to go
Thank you.
because Cleveland is only about a 2.5 hour drive from me, but
Oh, okay.
they sat up there and they let all the bots buy up all the tickets.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
then the day of, they put a whole bunch of tickets up for $40. I was like, wow, really?
That's usually how it goes. That's
Yeah.
usually how it goes. I almost didn't buy a ticket to go to the reunion tour because sometimes when you wait to the day of, you can really get some discounted tickets.
You can. You should have waited.
I know, I know. But I didn't pay that much for it. I just got one of the $100 and something dollar tickets. I didn't
Yeah.
get the, 200, 300 or that $400 package. I wish I would. To do what?
$400.
Talking about you can meet and greet. I'll pass. I'll pass.
You can
Give me
go to
my
their church
show.
any other. You can go
Right.
to them to the church and see them any other time, child.
It was his pastoral anniversary today. Everybody had a pastoral anniversary. Oh, it is October though. A lot of they celebrate in October, but Sheard, they had theirs today. West Angeles had theirs today. Yeah.
And Christ gets on my nerve with that.
Who?
With having those appreciation,
Yeah.
Church of God in
Oh
Christ,
yeah.
they get on my nerve because they have something every single year.
But you got to remember that in October it's important because they're collecting cash to go to the convocation next month. In a few weeks,
They
actually.
need to do. They need to start doing that stuff every 5 years.
Yeah. You know what? I had a church, they did that, and he tried to do it, but then the people in the church were like, no, Pastor, we need to celebrate this every year. He tried to do it like every other year or something like that, but, or every
Mm.
monumental year, 10, 15, 20 type of
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. So I love looking out at the water. The water is so soothing and therapeutic.
yeah. I live about
What's up,
10
Sean?
minutes from our lake, so I like going out there sometimes. Water is some good therapy for sure.
How many people can? Oh, you can have multiple people on here, huh? You can have like more than.
Probably,
I
yeah,
think you can. I think
probably.
somebody had like 4 or 5 people on here. Where you at, Sean? She did. You back in Atlanta? I have to give. Why do they get on your nerves? You don't have to give. Mary J. Pratt. I think she asking you
Well,
a question. I don't think she asking that to me.
well, it. I mean, I don't know what Bible you read, but the Bible I read, says that idolatry is a sin. So it's not even about the giving. So if we want to go there, we can go there, boo.
And the unfortunate part, Mary, just to to back Jesse up a little bit there. I understand your point, but people do take it to idolatry. And we know that to be true because it's all about what the pastor says and X out what the Bible says. So that these pastoral appreciations can borderline on idolatry, especially when you giving your rent money and carrying on. So
Yeah. Um, and like the Church of God in Christ church that I went to growing up, they
what's up, faith to substance?
when the bishop died, when he passed away, they would not let that man just lay in the ground. Like they put a statue, not a statue, but they put up a cutout of him and everything. It was just
Yeah,
weird. I'm
yeah.
like, why?
That can be a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Dr. Val preached at Mount Zion. Oh, okay. Listen, Kamala was at New Birth today. Donna McClurkin did all the services for Winans today for Marvin. So first he preached in Toledo this morning, and then he went on into where's he at? Detroit. You should have went over there and saw Marvin today, Jesse. I mean, Donnie McClurkin.
Every man wants.
So that was good of him, and Deanne or whatever her name is, his new wife, she got up there and tried to church. She tried to shout to people today. So that was interesting.
I wonder because they don't make them. They don't make these wives, these pastor wives, like they used to.
No, it was a little interesting to see, and she did kind of the gallopy shout. Couldn't quite get it together, but they finally got a little shout going. But it was good to see her up there, you know.
See, that's why I just don't shout. I just don't shout. I don't do it. I've been
You
apostolic Kojic all my life, but I'm not. I don't because I'm like I got. I don't know. I just don't want to
you know
embarrass
you have to
myself in front of
practice
God's
that.
people.
You know you have to practice
That's what
that.
I thought, and I
You
never
do.
really practiced.
You do.
I
You
never
have to practice
practiced.
shouting.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Some things come by fasting and prayers, and some things come by practicing. Okay, and you have to practice. But it was
Now, if
good
they
to see.
start,
Go
if
ahead.
they did, if they start doing, hustling and two stepping in the Mary J.
Hmm. Kevin said it's weird that they have the Bishop's body in an open casket for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, that is weird to me.
Yep, they did that at my bishop church. They had three services. The first two, it was open the whole time, and then the third one, that he was up on the stage, and then the casket went down to the floor. I was just like, everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like he was descending and ascending.
yep,
That was
yep,
weird.
yep.
That was weird. What else did I see this morning? So Donnie was, they tried to Donnie McClurkin me last night. So after I left the musical, I realized that I left my key in my room. I went down there and said, I need a, key to 405. I told the woman, like, woman at the counter in the hotel. Now, I didn't stay at no Motel 6 or nothing. Do you know she just copied a key and gave it to me,
They do that.
but didn't even ask for my ID?
They do that.
I was like, what?
They do that. They did that at my room
Hold on,
because
let me give uh-oh. Hold on, Sean. Oh, I keep doing it.
no, I did not. I don't drive with my seatbelt on. Y'all gonna cuss me out, but yeah. And Jay Boogie, I'm definitely one of the racers. I'm doing what 85 right now. I don't play that. I don't like get out of my way, please. But the crazy thing is, you can do 85 in Detroit, and somebody gonna pass by you doing 90 and 100. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting my seatbelt on.
Ooh, that was difficult to do. Shoot. Okay, it's in your inbox now. It should be in your inbox, Sean, in the Instagram. But anyway, yeah. So she gives me. I mean, she just gives me a key, and I'm like, "Is this how Donnie McClurkin got accosted that night when he said somebody just
Is
walked
it?
up in his room?"
Is it?
Because after I got the key and got ready to walk off, I asked her. I said, and this is a Hilton brand, so I was like, "You guys don't ask for IDs anymore?" And she said, "Well, I remember you came down and asked about your wallet. And let me tell you that story." I said, "Oh, okay. But I didn't tell you my name when I asked about my wallet. You didn't know what room I was in. She wasn't there when I checked in." So I was just scared. I was like, maybe y'all need to ask for some IDs around here. Thank you so much. Do you have some Parmesan? Yeah. Mhm. I was like, maybe you need to ask for IDs. And yesterday, so when I got into Oakland, I stopped into my friend's restaurant and ate there, and my wallet fell out of my bag. And I didn't know
Mm.
that. I didn't know that till I got ready to go to Love Center last night. And I was like, where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? So I had to think back. The last thing I got it out was at there. And their phone just kept being busy, 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 busy. So I ended up just driving over there. I went to the bar when I got there. I said, I think I left my wallet. He was like, Gucci? I was like, yes. And he had it. They had it in the back. I wasn't
Well,
worried about
praise God.
I wasn't worried about the money and the credit cards. You can always replace that. I wanted my wallet back. Look at that.
Ooh, what's this supposed to be?
It's a chipino. Have you had a chipino before?
No, that sounds a little too expensive for my blood. You know, I'm down home country.
It ain't that expensive. Even though I guess they put crab on here. Oh yeah, I think it's at the top. Why are you moving around them chairs like that? Oh yeah, it's at the top. They did do. Thank you for this food. Dr. C. I'm so hungry. I gave the thing to Sean. Now we do need some salt on here. They got any pepper? I don't be playing around. I hate to. I got my daughter doing this. We just take off the pepper lid and just go for it. And light seafood stew. Yes, that's what it is. Nicole C. Really what? Yeah, they loud because they know we live. And they know I'm live. They want to be extra loud.
No, I was saying really about the pepper. That's
Yes, you have to have a lot of
I,
pepper,
I don't
Jesse.
like I don't like a lot of
You
pepper.
need a lot, a whole lot.
I don't like a lot of spice.
Mm. Does it mess with your insides?
Well, that's the word on the curb that I got bad
Oh,
inside.
that's right. You
So
be doing stuff on people. Look at that bill of shrimp.
that's the word on the curb. So I guess that's about right, St. James.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
I remember
everybody
that.
make sure y'all remember. Yep, yeah, y'all all make sure y'all remember that so y'all stay out my inbox. Praise the Lord.
Stop bugging you to death, huh? Was you the straw stirring the drinks around here? If you said you're a guest maximum. Oh, is that what it says? My bad. See, I thought it was multiple people, Sean. I thought it was multiple people. They need to
Well,
upgrade
I'll let
this.
Sean come on.
Okay, well, let Sean come talk to me for a little while.
All
All
right,
right,
St. James.
Jesse.
Y'all have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
hmm Try it again, Sean. Try it again. Let's do it again. So I had a wonderful time. Bishop Yvette Flunder preached her behind off. She did a really, really good message out of Acts 14, I believe it was. My God, what they first called them giants, and then gods and giants, and then they called them something else and stole them, tried to kill them. Y'all know the story. Double tap the screen, please. Oh my good, she preached today. She's just good, and I understand. I understand the ones who want to shut her up. I understand it because they don't understand. Here comes Sean. Sean,
Praise the Lord.
praise him. Where you at today?
At home, trying to
Mhm.
unpack, and it's just a lot. I
You
don't
coming
be.
from Detroit again?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Is Uncle Tim
I'll
there? Yes,
be.
Uncle Tim was there. Go ahead. You do what?
No, I said I'm gonna be back and forth for a minute, getting ready for this concert. So
And that is what day again?
November the 25th.
They keep moving these chairs because they know they're getting on my nerves.
Tell them don't do that. Don't keep being. Don't be petty.
So y'all having a concert right before Thanksgiving.
The Monday before Thanksgiving.
Why on a Monday?
It's been like that for 40 years.
Oh, the date, the actual date y'all have it on. It
It's
don't
always
matter.
the Monday before
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So
Did you get
it's
your outfit ready?
no, I actually have to call the guy. Where's my other phone? Oh, it's upstairs. I gotta call the guy and because I go back on the 6th, so I think I'm gonna do my little fitting
Okay. Let me
then.
tell you, Bishop Flunder preached today, y'all. Yeah, Jay
Oh,
Boogie,
I
you have to hear her in
wish
person.
I missed that.
Oh, she is so. But I understand why these preachers and people don't want. They want to silence her. They
Yeah, I don't
start
think it
talking
has
about.
nothing to do with the sexuality. She can really preach.
She can really preach, and you know what? She puts it down in such a way that is so Bible that they question themselves on their own beliefs.
Hmm.
So, and when it comes to receiving a word from somebody that's affirming or somebody that has an affirming church or whatever, and it makes them question themselves because she got a
Because,
word.
see, she was in that. She had to do a turnaround too. See, when you're in church, you always
Yes, Kevin.
believe what the pastor says. Like
Right,
whatever they say,
right,
you feel
right,
like what they say is Bible until you
right.
start studying for yourself. And you like, no, this ain't. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of preachers that go through that. And once
Hmm.
now they don't do the Shane Perry on you, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. They don't just
when I mean Bishop
they don't just
Pearson
come
did the
out and
same
say
thing.
they don't just come out and say I tricked you all. I never believed.
Yeah, yeah. Like Bishop Pearson did the same thing, and they
Right.
didn't. What he said then is you can see now,
Hmm.
and they just kicked him to the curb because once you can't tell, it's like a control thing. Once they lose control of you, then you're problematic.
You thinking too much. They don't want you to think on your own.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
request in the chat, Sean. You might want to read that.
What's the my homegirls from Detroit, Michigan, right? But both you
Hmm.
women like her so fine and fit. I mean, you know. I mean, they, it's cold in Detroit, so they like them thick. So when I first met my wife, I was
Oh,
a
well, that's your
hundred.
answer there. Because they want your number so they can give it to their friend.
Oh,
You didn't
oh,
read that first part, huh?
I didn't see this. Oh,
Hmm.
can, oh, and she's from Detroit. You trying to get me beat up? You, you trying to get me beat
Sure,
up?
get you a DB case. That's what you're trying to do.
Listen, but you know what? My wife is so crazy. Like it be people in my inbox. She be like, "So why you ain't like what's wrong with you? Why you?" I'm like, "Girl,
I'm eating a cioppino, a pasta. Go ahead. Somebody asked
no,
me. Oh,
we
what?
have a very open communication relationship. I'll
But
say
not an
that.
open relationship.
No,
Is it
I mean,
open?
we do what we do. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
That's why
okay.
people have to do what works for them. You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
correct.
And we're both on the go a lot, and only thing she asks is they know how to take care of me when I have an asthma attack. If they don't know what to do
My
in that
God.
case, then she got a problem.
Then they got to get out of here.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
no, we got a good team.
Something hard in here.
They
I'm
probably
sorry.
left some of their shell in there.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what that is.
You got to
Oh,
look at it.
no, it's just vegetables.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay, regular
People like
vegetables.
Bishop Thunder and Pearson take away the spookiness of God and open, yes, the accessibility. That is so true. That is so true. Because if we can keep them spooky, we can keep that head, that foot on their neck.
They want you to be afraid of God, and the word
Hmm.
says that God is a gentleman.
Yeah, yeah.
So why y'all make him so spooky?
You are so right, Jay Boogie. Yeah. And Yvette does take that spookiness out of it, and so and applies it to today, real life, real people. I'm looking at her preach today, and I'm going. I've looked at preachers preach, Sean, that I knew were down low.
Mhm.
I knew were married. I knew
Mhm.
like boys
Mhm.
or females preaching, evangelists that are famous evangelists that have been with their lovers for years,
But yeah.
and so it just takes away that even thought of not being able to listen to an Yvette Flunder and really hear from God. It takes it totally away.
Well, see, what people got to do when,
Thank you.
even when men or women that are in the life preach,
Hmm.
stay out their bedroom in your hood and
Stay off the.
listen to what they're saying.
That's the. It's, I think that's what it is, Sean. We
They
looking at
so,
them. We talking
but
about what
they
y'all doing in
thinking
your
about,
bed.
yeah, instead of listening to the word.
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
that's what the problem is. They're so concerned and consumed with what they do in
Hmm.
their personal bedrooms. I can't even say personal life. They're so
It's the
concerned with
bedroom.
what people are
Hmm.
doing in their bedroom that they can't focus on the message.
Yeah.
And
But
that ain't her fault or nobody else's. That's the person's fault.
I literally sat there today and I'm listening to her, and was this is the first time I heard her in person preach. The last time I heard, she was at like singing. I was
Hmm.
there. She was singing. She was maybe hosting something. And those notes she hit at the end of her sermon when she started singing, um, I forgot what she started singing, but it just tells you how God has sustained this woman, how through the people who hated her, who dismissed her, who, said she wasn't a woman of God. You married Shirley Miller and you're going to hell. It just shows me that, man, she just took that and just activated that thing for
But
herself.
even if you listen to how she sings Thank You, Lord, now and
Even
how she
now.
did 10 years ago, you
Yeah.
can hear the growth in her.
Yes. Yes.
You can hear all of that, but people so, how she's
Excuse the
singing that and
ships, y'all.
she's sleeping with. It's so
Hmm.
good.
Hmm.
You get up and preach and who you sleep with,
Right. Yep.
be it your wife or your girlfriend, you still
Right.
get up and preach.
Y'all
And
talking
you
right,
want us to
Quan.
listen to you, but you don't want us to listen to her. She's been with the same person.
The same person.
You ain't never heard of neither one of them creeping out. You ain't never heard of either one of them.
No,
She's
we
been
haven't.
married to the same person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But y'all can't listen
Hmm.
to her, but you can listen to this man that you know for a fact got a wife, a girlfriend, a couple kids, all of that. Y'all can listen to them and that's okay.
Even Jamal Bryant. They listen to Jamal Bryant.
Mhm.
I mean, he's one of the biggest hoes walking.
Absolutely, yeah. But they listen to him, but it's okay because it's, as they call it, normal because it's a man and a woman.
Right.
A couple of
Hmm.
them kids he had while he was married.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about, we're talking about the morality that they try to put out
Hmm.
there, and they want to tell her what she's not doing and what, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's people are so consumed by their own thoughts and then what other people tell them. Can't no can't no lesbian woman preach. Why she can't?
Right.
Why she can't?
I am in Oakland
She didn't
eating
get
at,
that gift for her from herself. God gave her that gift.
ask me where I'm eating. I'm in Oakland, eating on the pier. I mean, Jack London Square. That
And that's
gift,
what
that's a
that
gift.
gift
It's,
came from God.
yeah.
And if he
Hmm.
wanted her, this is the problem that I have. Because I know as a lesbian woman, I have prayed for this to come off of me.
Hmm.
So people don't know what people go through daily in order to be who they are.
Right, right, right.
I'm pretty sure she had moments where she was like, okay, God, I want to go forth in your ministry. But if this is the life that
Take
I'm
this away
living and
from
it's not
me.
from, take
Yeah,
it away.
yeah, yep, yep,
And
yep,
he
yep,
has
yep.
not.
He has not. He is not. He is not. So
People are
something
so
has to
quick
be
to
said
tell
to that.
you, yeah. And you can tell when she preaches
Yeah.
that this ain't no just homemade, she just came up with, I'm going to be a pastor. That's not what that is.
She didn't just pull a scripture out of Psalms. Make a joyful noise. You know how them
Yeah.
preachers do and run with
No, she,
that.
yeah.
She was deep with it. She told a story in a way today that I hadn't heard it. I hadn't heard it before in Acts chapter 14. This, yeah,
Okay.
I hadn't heard that story told like that. That's why I'm saying that's the kind of what I like to get attached to preachers that actually can tell those Bibles, because we you got to understand, y'all, these Bible stories are stories. They're stories to help us in our faith and help us in our growth.
Hmm.
I don't have time to figure out and tell you if any of it was true. I don't know.
And a lot of stuff that we've heard over the years are not true.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
You can't find it in the Bible if you tore it out page by page and looked for it. You
Well,
couldn't
even the
find
stuff
it.
that are even the parables that are in the Word are parables. They're
Yeah.
parables. This is a whole entire mess. This soup stuff has just got me all messed up. But they're parables to live by. So they may not be necessarily factual, but they're there to help us in our daily growth in lives.
Yeah.
So, you know, talk about
You just
Noah.
have to it's I mean it's so many scriptures that have been twirled around
Yeah.
to fit who's ever's preaching
Hmm.
view or vision on it. Like it's like, where did you get, when you start reading, then you're like, no, this is not what that story is about. Like,
Hmm.
that's not what it is. And a lot of people get um discouraged
Hmm.
because it's like,
Somebody called you. Where'd you go, Sean?
my wife.
Yeah.
The phone is upstairs. But that's how people get driven away from church, because it's just like a superstition. We've been taught all kind of superstitions all our life, and some of them we have gone by until we realize that's not, like,
Hmm.
that's not true. But we've been living by this for so long, it makes you question yourself, and then it makes you question God, then it makes you question the church.
I've
And
told the
that's
story multiple times where I didn't know what true real salvation was, what true salvation was until I was 25 years old.
hmm
And I grew up in the church.
hmm hmm
And I had no clue until I sat down, got out of the charismatic, real emotional type of setting, sat down and listened to the preacher talk about salvation. Because so long, salvation was a look. You had to work for it. You had to be baptized in Jesus' name. You had to work for it. You had to get the Holy Ghost. And then you had to look like you were saved. So it was all about works.
And
Mm-hmm.
the folks that's teaching the salvation, that's got on the skirts to the floor and the black
Mm-hmm.
suits and all of that, them be the main ones.
Yeah.
Them be the
Yeah.
main ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, I can get the word from anybody knowledgeable of the word.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's a lot of stuff you can't tell me now, because
You can have this shrimp, King Shelton. Here, have this little prawn right here.
I ain't listening to you. Did you
Mhm.
Did you see that story on my page?
What story was it?
I want you to go look at my last live.
Okay. What's the story about? Make sure people. What is he doing? I ain't got no service over here.
It's
Because I can't cancel like that.
it's a pastor and his son out of Detroit
Okay.
that was essaying his stepdaughter and his stepsister.
Mm. Did you know these people out of Detroit since you from there?
Yeah,
You did know them.
yeah.
Mm.
And it started when she was 11. She's now 17.
Oh wow.
And someone found out about it
Hmm.
and they started making it her fault.
Mm.
It's
Don't they do that?
Yeah, and there were even when she was on live, there were people in the comments like she shouldn't have been doing this and why was she
Hmm.
doing that? And this is a 17-year-old girl.
No, did they get them?
They're in the process, but he's on the run.
Oh really? Which one?
The father.
The father's still on the run, but they
Yeah.
got the son.
No, the son, he turned the church over to the son and he hid it.
Oh wow.
So, but they are looking for him. Um, and they were saying stuff like it happened to him when he was young, so you should understand. No,
Mm.
no, we
Can't
shouldn't
use that
understand.
excuse. Can't use that excuse.
No, because you because it was done to you, that don't make you do. And then come to find out, it's a family thing. Like it's been done a few times.
Mm. Well, it usually doesn't. It's usually not a one hitter quitter.
No, and then they're like, well, the brother was like, well, he apologized. Can you drop the charges?
Sure, sure, sure.
No, they're not gonna do that. What sense does that make? Like, why would you
Sure, we
even
can.
say that? Like, I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you her link because she tells her whole story. But
Okay.
she is 17,
Hmm.
so she talked like a 17-year-old.
They say, what's your deal? They want to read it. They want to see your commentaries. What's your channel?
Sean talks.
So,
SHUNTALKS. I'll put
and
it.
it's
Uh,
yeah, put it in the chat, and it should pop right up when you guys type in Sean Talks. It should pop right up.
it's. Hold on, let me see if I can do it on my other phone. But I want it to get more traction
Hmm. Hmm.
because she deserves, like, it's so crazy that people are making like funny memes about it, and it's like it's not
Well,
funny.
it's just like the whole website, built surrounding Church of God in Christ preachers, and
Yeah.
them essaying it, essaying people and everything, and what's going on with it? Nothing.
And that's the sad
Nothing.
part though.
Yeah.
That's the sad part because you are letting people get away with things that affects like she said in her live that she wasn't planning on her mother finding out that way.
Mm.
Her thing was for her 18th birthday, she was going to write her mother a note
Mm.
and then leave here because she didn't want to see her mother suffer or see the reactions from her. So this
Right.
girl was contemplating unaliving herself,
That's
and
crazy.
y'all making fun of her.
But the internet is a beast, Sean. It. I know we said with such shock, but the internet will make fun of me unaliving myself right now here on live. They'll
Hmm.
figure out a way.
to
to make
make that
fun.
funny. Yeah.
And you
And
know
then
what?
it was a lady, the stepbrother's ex-wife was in the comments, and she had really like tried to fight this girl. At
Mm,
13, 14 years old, you were trying to fight this girl because you felt like something was going on with her and your husband.
and King Shelton says she said the story. Yeah, it's a mess. They done blame the victim.
Why are you trying to fight a teenager?
I'm still eating them. Thank you.
Like and it goes back to church. Like all of these things happen in church, right up under our noses.
Because guess what? We don't have real deal, truthful people spreading the word. You got people who are, you know, they're telling you reading the Bible in a way to control you,
Mhm.
not to free you.
Yeah, they
Because
give
if
you
you're
the scriptures
free,
they want you to to
because
read.
if you're free, you're not going to allow someone to abuse you.
We also have coffee too.
Okay, you know what? I will take some.
Yeah.
You-
We have espressos, we have cappuccinos, lattes, we have all that.
no, let's just go basic.
Yeah. Black
With
coffee?
no, with some. You have any flavored cream?
No.
No. Okay, then yeah, I have that. So give me some cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some coffee, but I have before I have to get on this road.
How
But you
long
know,
is the drive?
about 2 hours. Not that bad. 2 hours, two something.
It's sad
And
because
K Rich, that's right, K Rich. You know, unfortunately, it happens every. But when we start, teaching people the Bible that frees them and not bounds them, we won't have this repetitive things of I was essayed. I'm a essay my this, and they gonna essay they that. It's not a continuous thing because it was stopped. Thank you. It was stopped way back. You have oh, I have it. Thank you. It was stopped way back and applied correctly, but they don't want that.
yeah,
They don't want it.
they want you to here's my thing. We got enough stuff in life that's going on that
Thank you.
affects us on a daily basis
I know that's right.
that we don't need the extra stuff.
Mm-mm.
Like we there's enough going on in just in a kid's life daily with bullying and trying to wear
And
the
it's
right stuff and
it's
do all of
way
that.
different than when we grew up, Sean. These
Mhm.
people got this internet. We had bullies at school.
That was
At
it.
school.
That was
When we
it. You
came
might have got a
home,
note on your
yeah,
locker or something.
we 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 didn't have to worry about the bully text, the bully social media, the
Mm-mm.
bully this, that. So we got, it kind of stopped when you went home. And then, maybe somebody called on the phone, but if they called and hung up on you, that was about
Yeah,
your
that was
bullying.
about the gist of it. Unless you lived maybe on the same block or something.
Right, right, right.
Then you had, but it was at school. Once you got home from school, that was it. Like
Yeah,
now, it never stops.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
once the person gets a picture of you in some kind of way, then they posting that. Then you
yeah,
got like it's so different now.
yeah.
We was knock the stick off my shoulder kind of. Now you got kids coming to school with whole 9 millimeters.
GUNs.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
what are you supposed to do? So you already have a child doing that, and then you add this to it,
yeah. It's crazy.
and then you got the church people like, well, no, don't tell on the pastor because he this, he that. Like,
And that's what Jesse was talking about earlier. And somebody got offended because, but it falls a line of idolatry. You're idolizing the pastor when you don't want to call the pastor out on his wrong. That's why people hate us so much. And it's like, don't hate us because we're talking about a story. Don't
yeah,
hate us because why? Figure that out. If we're talking about something, but like William McCray used to say, if you don't do it, we ain't got nothing to
we ain't
talk
got
about.
nothing to talk about.
And we used to be so upset with that, but I used to have to agree with him. If you didn't do it,
Hmm.
would nobody have nothing to talk about?
And my thing is this: with things going the way that they are with social media and everybody getting outed and everybody telling this and telling that, At some point, you would think, you know what, I need to stop doing that.
Yeah. Don't let bad experiences with normal people in church ruin God's love. That is a you talking right, Hooper.
That's
You
that's
talking right
that's that's the
because
whole word right there.
that's what it is, because the love of God, and that's what they don't like when people start talking about true love of God, though, like Flunder and the like, Carlton
Hmm.
Pearson. They don't
Hmm.
want to talk about that true love of God, because that true love of God ain't worried about what all you talking about, trying to keep people in bondage. But once they break out and figure out what the true love of God, people can't tell you now. One thing Flunder said today, she said she tell people to get uh, three-sided mirror when you get out the shower and turn around and look at your whole. You gotta love all of you.
Yeah.
You have to love all of you, but they want you to believe that God doesn't want us to love all of us.
Yeah.
He
And
wants us,
people are
yeah.
so quick to tell you what God loves, and people quick
Yes, yeah.
telling you who not saved and they not really living a saved life. You don't know that.
Right,
A
right.
lot of these entertainers, these actors and actresses and musicians, all of them are rooted and grounded in church.
They are. They
Their
are.
jobs happen to be portraying to be someone else on screen.
But you know what we did? We gave them, we did them a disservice as well. We didn't accept and explain to them that you're gifted. You're gifted to reach not only the church, but people outside the church.
Hmm.
So your singing, your playing of music, it's great for the glory of God, but he'll always get the glory. You need to go out and spread your gift with the people so they can see you. Now, I can't justify Diddy. I can't justify other things
No, that
that
that's
are
not justifiable.
but
That's
I can say that, we did people a disservice by saying either the church or nowhere else. You
Mhm.
can't play anywhere else, or you're not going to play in the church. So
But
what they
then you
had to
only
do?
want to give them $250 when they can go on the road and make 25
Hmm.
for an hour or two.
Yeah,
But you want to give them 250 for Sunday night, Wednesday, Tuesday.
yeah.
How are grown people supposed to survive on that?
And they can make 250 playing at a gig for an hour, and that's they whole week, and they done been at your church 5 times in a week.
So what are they supposed to do? Go to the light company and say, "Well, I played for Bishop on Sunday." They don't care nothing about that.
There's a church here. This preacher he tried to had a musician, and it was a fella that sings with Jamie Foxx. He
Mm.
sings backup for Jamie Foxx, and he's from here. And he was a musician, grew up in the church. But as soon as he started talking, they told him, "You either going to play for the world, or you're going to play for us." Now, the tides have turned, since his daughter husband is a musician too. He plays out in the clubs and comes and plays, and everything is okay because now it hits the first family. Haven't you seen that a lot of times? But a lot of
Absolutely.
things don't matter until it hits the
Until
first
it
family.
hit the first family. When it hit the first family, it's like, okay, well,
Uh-huh. Well, we
so
can we can turn this thing around a little bit. We can
yeah, but they did
allow.
that to my uncle when he was playing for Aretha Franklin.
Hmm.
He would
Hmm.
make sure he was back. He would fly back in on Sunday, play for
Hmm.
church, and wherever they were, he would fly back out that Sunday night. And they
Yeah.
were trying to tell him to choose, and he like, I get 5,000 a show.
You think I'm gonna fly back in and get your 200?
Y'all only trying to give me 750.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and he stopped playing for like 6 months, and they was like,
Hurting.
"What do we have to do to get you that?"
Well,
Like,
that's why
what?
I could appreciate I can
Yeah, it was
appreciate my
like,
friend
what?
Nissan Stewart. You know Nissan Stewart done play the
Yeah,
drums for everybody, done traveled the
everybody.
world. Now he's pastoring, and he
Mm-hmm.
has a heart for the musicians, because he says, I understand. Even Bishop Stewart, his
What up, though?
father, understood. They tried to give him a bad a rap because Bishop Stewart, you got your sons out there playing. They playing for Timberland. They paying for Missy and all. And then they come back to your church and play. Yeah, and he said, yeah, yeah, they do. And then he said, because they tithes is even better.
Okay, listen,
Why would you block your blessings
that's
by
just like
blocking
Gerald
theirs?
Hatton. Gerald Hatton
Yeah,
prays for everybody,
same deal,
and he's
Gerald.
still a pastor.
Hmm.
But if he says your gift will make room for you, you can't tell me where my gift is going to take me
Or what rooms it's going to make
or
for
what
me,
rooms
what
I'm
room
going
I
to
can
be
walk
in.
in. You can't tell me that. It's not up to you. It's not up
Now,
to
you
you.
know who they don't bother though? PJ
Who?
Morton.
They don't for some reason. It seems
They
like
do not
he can
bother.
bounce in and out. He can come in and out, make a gospel, make a regular CD, go over there
They
with
do not bother
Maroon
him.
5 for a while, come back.
I have
They,
never heard nobody doxing out nothing with PJ. Never.
yeah, yeah,
And he plays and writes and produces for everybody,
yeah, yeah.
including his daddy.
Mm.
And they don't say nothing. Maybe that's a first family thing too. Um,
Well, that's what I was saying. You got to remember this first families is different.
that's
I seen that Ty Tribbett was preaching over there in Tulsa for Mike Todd today.
really
Yeah, I didn't listen to it yet. I got to listen to it.
that's not unbelievable though.
No, kindred spirits,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
not.
fine. I mean, yeah,
Now, and that's the thing with a lot of people, even Kurt. Kurt does what he does because he reaches who he reaches.
yeah, yeah.
Nowhere in the Bible does it say you're supposed to stand like this and sing.
I don't understand it. And like we talked about the other night, I was like, no, he's usually on a stage somewhere, not in a church. And on a stage, you perform. You paid money to go see a performance.
They're in stadiums.
Yeah, I
What
can't
is he
wait to go.
supposed to do? I can't listen. Because what happens is, even though some of those people may not be saved, I can promise you that 90% of them, when they leave those concerts, they're going to download the Clark sisters, Marvin
Yes.
Sapp,
So the people
Kirk
who weren't
Franklin.
familiar with Marvin and Fred and the Clarkson, who just know a Kirk Franklin, I mean, it's the perfect thing. That's what someone in the comments did finally tell all these people. That ain't glorifying God. What?
I thought he said go out to the highways and the byways. That's what I thought.
And
That
who told you it's like what we call holiness? Who told you that was holy? Who told you that was holiness? Doing this or wearing that? Who told you that was holy? So them on the stage dancing, who told you this wasn't glorifying God?
something else for them to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
PJ,
Kurt is one of the reasons why a lot of young people even start listening to gospel music anyway.
do you want a revolution? And Stomp
That,
when they brought in what's her name? What's her name?
thought,
Salt and Pepper. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, so I'm so glad we're sitting back. People are sitting back talking about Kirk Franklin, but Kirk Franklin is still that one putting others on. Because had he not had this tour, then people wouldn't be making no money.
Not only would them people not be making no money, do you know how many gigs that each one of them individually have gotten off of this tour?
Yes, yes.
They are
Hmm.
never at home now. Never at home.
Right, right. And
And it take a lot for the Clark sisters not to come to church on a Sunday.
you got that right. Now she was there today. She was there today. For it was a pastor's appreciation,
Yeah,
so she
they
was there.
there.
But I'm sure they put that around her schedule.
Mhm, mhm. She don't
Karen
need to be
Clark.
gone tonight or first thing in the morning. Out of here.
Hmm. Hmm.
But you
Hmm.
have to, you can't. I was telling my cousin the other day, we were talking. The people who are already at church and come to church every Sunday, that's
We
not who we're reaching.
got they got what they need. They got what they need.
That's
Now
not who we're
go
reaching.
figure it out for the rest. Yeah.
We're
We,
trying to get the ones that's not to
yeah.
come in. And
That's
if that's what has to be done, listen. And if God didn't want it to be so, when he fell off that stage
he would have
years
been
ago,
over. It would have
it
been
would have
over.
been
And it wasn't a thing of God was punishing him. No, be more aware of your
of your
surroundings.
surroundings. Yeah.
Make sure
If
you're
you keep
you're.
stepping when I'm on stage, I'm
Mhm.
constantly trying to, cause ain't no stepping back. I ain't trying to trip over no mic stand. I ain't trying to trip over no
Yeah, I'm
cord,
looking.
no
I mean,
speakers, none of that.
When Kirk Carr fell over that speaker, that was a
Yeah.
hoot.
That's just, you have to be aware of your surround. But I promise you, he look everywhere he step now.
K. Rich said her parents hated Stomp. I know
But see, it wasn't for the older
it
people.
wasn't for them. It wasn't for them.
It wasn't that made Hezekiah,
Yeah,
Yolanda, everybody else started saying, okay, wait a minute.
yeah, yeah,
I don't have to just sing in church. And now they on TV shows.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
everywhere. They're doing everything because you have to work with the gift that God gave you.
And we got what we need in the four walls. We
Yeah.
got what we need. We know all that. So I love this, these opinions that I see though. I mean, I welcome all opinions, but I just really get concerned when I see a lot of negative opinions against gospel artists that post
Mhm.
on when they people post on my community wall or on the videos, and I leave them there because I want other people to see how foolish you are.
Yeah, because that's even like I can't think of that lady name. Oh, she's supposed to be a
Double tap the
prophet.
screen, everybody. Double tap the screen for me. Hit that like button. But go ahead.
I cannot think of her name. I saw it this morning, and she was talking about how Glorilla is not saved, and
Oh, and then
after
Curtin
the
then was.
song, and she
Hmm.
went on her page, and this is not glorifying God. This is her job.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't know what that girl doing right now when she not on stage in makeup. We don't know.
Don't know what nothing about a relationship she made. First of all, you don't even call on Kirk Franklin and the
Hmm.
other. Who other artists were on that with her? Was it Jacut? So it was some
Um,
three other artists that were on the Glorilla song that she did, and people were giving them a hard time. But you don't even have that in your spirit as an artist if you don't have something in your spirit. You don't even have that in your spirit to even reach out to gospel artists to come do a song with you, unless that may be your root, unless that may be, your who you are.
yeah, yeah,
It
and
is elect Lady Owens. Owens,
that's
what
what
was
that
she?
was.
That's what Quan says.
Yeah, I when I watched that this morning, I was like, how do y'all keep telling people how saved they are? And
You know
do
what?
you
You know what's
know
so
this
funny
girl?
about elect Lady Owens? Oh, is that the? That's not the Prophet Owens, or was that the Owens in?
Let me see. I put it in my.
Because I remember I talked about that one crazy lady who was telling everybody recently. It was it her? Or is it the Owens where they just retired?
Let
I
me,
can't remember. Which one is it, Kuquan?
cause she irritated my soul.
They all irritate me. It's hard for me to watch these people. I watch for content a lot of the times. I don't watch for to get anything from them, like any good news
Cause here's
of
the
great
thing.
joy.
This is the thing. If you're a prophet, ma'am,
Hmm.
one of your spirit antennas should have went off and said, maybe this girl is saved.
Right,
But
right.
because they have certain jobs, you just
Yeah,
pick, oh, they
you
can't know
refuse to
God.
believe it. Yeah, yeah.
Most of these people go to church more than we do.
Hmm.
But
But
just because they're somewhere else Saturday, Monday through Saturday, you feel like, oh, they ain't living
that's
saved.
what it was. I think it was. Thank you, bless. I think it was Kiki. It was Kiki, I believe. It
Kiki,
was
yeah,
Kirk
because J.
Franklin.
Drew was the producer on it.
Oh, is he okay on
Yeah,
the Glorilla one? Okay, okay, okay. You don't
yeah.
even reach out to a Jay Drew because we all know Jay Drew ain't really no, he definitely ain't no R
He
and
ain't no
B
Drew.
producer. But I'm just saying, we'll let him do the church producing thing. But you
Yeah.
don't reach out to people like that, Sean, unless there is a conviction in you.
You don't.
So why are we demonizing these people? It's
A
crazy
lot
to
of
me.
these rappers go to church and they tithe. A lot of these
Right.
movie stars, they tithe. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you see them on a certain movie and oh, they're kissing and that's
Hmm.
their job.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And half of them scenes they ain't even kissing for real. It's great
No.
editing.
And they show him bumping. They got something between their groins.
Yeah, it's
They show
great
him bumping
editing.
up against nobody, nothing.
But you can't.
Hmm.
But you can't tell me you want me to come to church every Sunday
Right.
and not use my gift versus giving me what God gave me and making hundreds of thousands.
Not to change this up, but did you see me and Marcellus on the other day? What you think about us on there?
I was at the airport. I was so mad. I caught the end of it. I was irritated when the plane landed. I was
I got so
like,
many people hitting me
"What?
up saying how they enjoyed it.
I did."
Yeah.
And see, it shows that content creators can come together and do
Yeah. Let me get a
anything.
little bit more. And we can. That's what I liked what it would show. And it's like I said, I didn't tell them to come on. There's my cash up, everybody. If you want to donate to my brunch fund, there you go, right there. Um, but it shows that everybody ain't fighting each other.
And you
We
can
have
agree to disagree and still
we
do.
have a different opinions on
Yeah.
some things. We can agree to disagree. It's not the end of the world,
Mm-mm.
and it's not anything that we need to waste sleep on. You
Yeah.
know, when I turn this off, I turn it off, shot.
Let me tell you something.
It doesn't bother me at night.
When it's off, it is off.
Yeah.
Unless I turn it back on and scroll a little bit. But
What's up, Rosalind?
I
Yeah.
won't be crazy to let this stuff interrupt my sleep or just be on my mind all day while I'm trying to. Child, I don't have I don't have it. I don't have it. There's too much that I do every day to be
Yeah.
worried about what such and such said
So I'm
or what
hoping
they're doing.
that going forward we can have some more collaborations
That would
because
be good.
we all have like the same audience. If you look in your the
Yeah.
analytics, they'll tell you who's what your people are watching.
Hmm.
So it's crazy. Not everybody is watching to see a beef. They're watching because they appreciate the commentary on the same subjects.
It's enough beef in the world.
Thanks,
Why we
TM.
gotta bring it here?
Hmm.
It's enough beef in the world right now for us to be, oh, well, such and such saying, well, ain't
Hmm.
nobody got time for all of that. I think it was
Hmm.
good. You said some things, he said some things, some stuff y'all didn't agree. And y'all
Yeah.
were grown enough to be able to say, no, well, and
Mhm.
then I can say no, well, and explain my point to you.
And then either I accept your point or
Or
I
not.
don't, and I just move on. Just like K. Rich said me with with William, with Uncle Tim, and I didn't agree with everything Tim had to say. I don't agree with everything William got to say. Jesus,
Yeah, but that don't make us enemies because
no,
I don't agree with everything my mama say.
that's what I said too. Me
And
neither.
I love her to death. But it's some stuff I'd be like, okay, ma. I,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, we're just gonna let this go. We're
yeah,
just gonna
we
let this
don't we
go.
not even know we not gonna even keep going back and forth because you got how you feel about it, I
What's
got
up, Ray?
how I feel about it. And that's just how it is. But I'm not sitting up at night like, oh, my mama just can't. What?
So I'm hoping going forward we can keep some more good collaborations going and build. I really want to build a good and people can be a part of it, they don't, but the good carnal church sector. We need a good carnal church, and we have to
Yeah,
realize what the carnal church sector makes us look like. It's a mirror of church and how we fit in this thing, how the spiritual fits, how the carnality portion of it fits, because it's all in there. It's all in
yeah,
there.
yeah. Like I like you and William, but I don't know what William
What's up, Justin?
I don't know what William got going on right now. Like it seems
I
like
know people, and let me tell y'all, people. not you, but people love to send me messages. I am not William's keeper. William have like me sometime. So
William don't
there's no.
like to talk to. He don't
D-
listen to nobody.
no, so y'all hitting me up, wanting me to say and ask what's wrong or what to do. I have no idea. I watch him sometime, and sometime I can watch up to the point where I don't watch. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm like everybody else, and that's for every content creator. I may watch up to the point where I don't want to watch no more,
Yeah.
and then I'll maybe catch you next time.
So I
But
might come
I
in on the end and be like, okay, but
but I am not William's keeper, y'all.
yeah, William is,
Yeah, yeah. So
and I
inspires
like
in the
listening
house,
to William, depending on what it is. I can
depending
listen.
on what it is. Like I said, I'm with them with that Kojic stuff, that
Yeah,
gouging,
that,
oh, gouging
but
the
it's
saints for
been
them
like that
rooms,
for years.
and it needs to stop.
It
It
needs
needs
to
to
stop.
stop. Yeah,
And if you're in communications or in contract with these hotels or car services or whatever, jacking the price up is not
yeah,
helping you.
hmm
Or if it is helping you, it's putting the people who are putting all this money up
yeah.
debt. And then when they come to you like, okay, well, I need 150 for my light bill, they say just keep praying. Praying for what?
But it's the whole and it's the whole October Pastors Appreciation Month. So the
Yeah.
pastors are getting all of their money to go to the convocation. Now the church then gave the pastor most of
So
their
the church
money.
is really paying for their
The
convocation.
church is paying for the convocation, of course. Now they need to pay for their own room. And like I said, people are spending their mortgages for the month and their rent for the month just for a week in Memphis because the rooms are so high.
I've seen people a month before start doing doubles at work just so they can go to convocation and
Yeah.
still be okay.
I'm with you, Deanna. I think William is better with the co-host, regardless of who it is. If they know how to move William along, he'll and keep him on course. That's what
It's
William needs.
got to
Because
be somebody that know how to move them because he'll take over your
yes,
whole show.
because he'll take
He would take over
yes,
your whole show.
yeah.
You have to pull
hmm
him back in respectfully so he won't go to the left. But it's got to be somebody that could pull him in or he'll take over your
What
whole
you say,
show.
Ray? You said you made him more reachable. That's why folks try to get to him through you. Oh, you made him more well.
But
They
see, it's
try.
because
He don't listen to me.
St. James knows how to talk to him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because I mean, you take for people who they are. You don't. I don't want William to be nobody but William. I don't
Yeah.
want you to be nobody but Sean. I don't want people to be what. Just be who you are now. Now, being you may forward some repercussions,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
that's still you. Um, but I just want to let y'all know, y'all can send me messages. Y'all can tell me what's going on. I see William lives. I see them.
Send it to him. He may cuss you out, but
See, that's what they scared of. They think
but
I.
see, the thing about that is, even though he might cuss you out, William is the type he's gonna think about it, but he's not gonna let you know he's thinking about
Well, yeah, because like my grandmother used to always say, put it on their mind.
it.
Once you
Mm-hmm.
put it on their mind,
Yeah,
it's gonna be there. They're gonna
yeah.
think about it one way or the other.
Cause
Yep.
it was shown just this week. Everybody, we're William, we're William, we're William, we're William, and here he come popping up like ain't nothing. Like he been
But still,
coming
and
on.
telling y'all off because he don't like to ask. Listen, he didn't like when I texted him and said, "Where you at?"
Hmm.
Because he feels that if you really are that concerned, you'll pay for him to get online.
Well, see that information came from some people who
Hmm.
it's the way that you have to do it.
Yeah.
It's the way that you have to do it. And here's the thing: if people want to give, let them give. If they don't have it to give, you can't go off on them because they
It's
can't give it.
And let me tell you this: it's so many of us on here now, Sean. People have to figure out where are they going to spend their discretionary fund with. I mean, people may get. I have faithful people who give me $5 to $10 each time I get on.
Hmm.
or if they're not on here, they'll see the replay. They'll send me that. And I'm appreciative. I have people who send me $50, $100 and more. And I appreciate that. But I understand the people who don't have as much, but like all of us, take that $5 like it's a subscription
Yeah.
from paying
Yeah.
Hulu or something and just thank God for it.
Yeah.
Because and I think that's what it is. I can't argue with people who don't have it or who don't want to. There's a lot. Listen, people got expenses. If they choose to give, they choose. But there's me, there's other people, there's all these bloggers around here that they may enjoy. I can't argue with Ray because he didn't give me the $20 that he gave William.
Yeah.
I can't tell K Rich, well, I seen you give a 1999 super chat
Yeah.
to Larry, but you didn't give me nothing.
Yeah. It don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
It don't work.
Be
And some people
consistent.
have money set aside. Because if you got 5, 6 content creators that you watching a day, you
Yeah.
can't give everybody $100. You can't give
Mhm.
everybody $50. Now I might have 50 and I say, okay, I'm gonna divide this up
Right. Are you
into who
really?
I'm gonna give it to.
I have people that say they really like it, maybe maybe even a subject matter, and they'll send me one $200, something like
Because
that. And it's but that's not like on a everyday basis.
they might send you 100 today and might send you 4.99 tomorrow.
That's just how it goes. I
That's
like what
just
she said. You have to be you have and the engage you have to have engagement. And my thing is just be consistent with it, and and at the monthly deal, you're there. You have some money, but I can't come on expecting everyone to pay my bills.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
K
I,
Rich says she on a fixed income. That's right. People
yeah,
aren't on a fixed income. They have real bills. Bless said, don't be even asking as soon as you get online. They say you want to see some works for first, blessed.
yeah. You come online and the first thing you say,
Give
hit
me
that
my money.
cash app. Wait a minute, you ain't said hi yet. Like what? What are we even talking about today? For me to even
Yeah.
give it to you, but that's just like when you go to a restaurant. You don't go to the restaurant and just get a waitress or waiter a tip.
No, you don't. You waiting to see how what kind of performance that was given, what kind of work was done. Did
And
they do their
depending on
job?
what you did, your
Yeah.
tip could be good,
It could be
but your
bigger
tip
than
could
other time. Yeah. Yeah. You
so
can you can do the bare minimum or you can go over and above and yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
depending on what you do.
I don't have control over what people listen, that has been the thing. And you got to realize, and there's a lot of kind of animosity too, because some folks really feel Sean. They got regular jobs. They got this. Why in the world? Thank you. Why in the world they on here? They don't need the money.
Because it's not about money.
Right. Money is good. Money is
Money
always
is good, but
useful.
if I
But
already got money coming, whether you give the money or not, I'm gonna talk about what I'm talking about.
that's cheap. $57. That ain't bad.
Now you can now if I'm talking about something that you like and you say, okay, then that's fine. But if
Yeah.
you don't, that's fine too, because this is what I like to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
It's not
always
based on I'm not coming on based on how much money I get.
no, no. I really like the engagement. Like I said, I started it off on Williams' panel, or on his platform rather, and I've always said that. So I want to make sure that and then I just maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it, and then it's just a hobby of mine now.
Yeah.
When I'm out, when I'm out of town like this, it's good to connect with everybody and to share what's going on. Like last night, a lot of people hit me up. Thank you for streaming, even though it
Yeah.
was horrible reception in Love Center. It wasn't about my phone. It was just horrible reception.
Yeah, some
Period.
churches have terrible
In
reception.
Love Center, I wish they would have had a Wi-Fi we can connect to, but people were like, "Appreciate you, streaming that." That's what
Yeah.
I like. I
And
love
sometimes
music.
people don't want you to just be sitting in the same spot all the time. People like because there are some
Right.
people who can't get out.
Right,
So
right. So
when
they
you're
want to see
at a
you get out.
restaurant, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
when they see you at the restaurant, it's like, okay, it's a different scenery because some people just can't get outside, and that's okay.
And like Rosalind says, sorry y'all, you know the ships are coming in and going out. Like Rosalind, she's not monetized, but she does beautiful beading and make sure you guys are hitting it. Rosalind Brinson up,
She
add
did.
her and get her in her Instagram. She does beautiful beading work and jewelry and things like that. So she doesn't worry about monetize. She likes to do the engagement so people can kind of see her jewelry and things like that. So there's different ways why there's
Yeah.
different reasons why people are actually online. It's
Yeah.
not all about that's why I steer away. Personally steer away from folks who just do this for a living. Now, if they're not, I'll deal with them because it becomes really another issue.
Because you feel forced to give because you feel like, okay, this is this person's livelihood, so I
Mhm.
have to give such and such and such and such. But it's not. There are people who Uncle Tim, he like to come on and shoot the shit and cuss
Yeah,
people
yeah,
out
yeah,
and go
yeah.
about it. And
He was talking so much smack today. He would what he say? He came up to me and he was just bragging about how good he looked with his Ozempic.
oh yeah, yeah,
I said, "Look at you!"
yeah.
And then I'm gonna post some pictures when horrible. You know, I don't like all the pictures I post, but I took some pictures and it had somebody else take the picture for. He was like, "Yeah, you know, you got to get the young, strong ones." I said, "Tim, where's your man?" He said he working on it. He
Yeah,
said he
like I
working on
love
it.
Uncle Tim. He come
Hmm.
on, he shoot the shit, and he be out of there. Like, and that, but that's something that he likes to do when we come on.
Yeah,
Like, I wish I had more time, but I'm always moving, and I don't be wanting to be on and stuff, be in the background and all of that. But I'm
that's right.
always,
Indian. I'm sorry, Indian Skyhawk. You can't be nasty and then ask for money. It kind of don't work like that. You can't bully people out of their money.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because see,
So,
if people want to see their content, and you're like, "Well, I'm not coming on if you're not giving me no money, or my time is my money," then it's like,
and
mm,
you know what? I understand it. I understand it. But you have to take the consequences that come with what we say.
yeah, yeah.
You have to take the consequences that come with and then people have more choices now. There was a time where we didn't have many choices when it comes to what you like to hear about and what you want people to commentate about. But now there's way more choices
There's
that
so many
people have.
different, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you
So,
might watch two or three of them because I like the way you might give the same commentary as somebody else, but you
yeah.
say it in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
People like that.
And I'm glad we're getting away from that, Sean. It's like, there's stories across the board that we're all hearing. Let's just get out of this. Thank you so much. No, I'm good. Um, we have to realize that we're all probably going to report on the same stories, but people appreciate our perspectives on them.
Hmm. It ain't about who did it first or I
No,
posted this
that
and
used to be
they
kind of
post
the
mine.
thing, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
think that's anymore.
everybody is on different time zones. So where it
Yeah,
might hit somebody at one point, it might not hit the other person for 2, 3 hours later, or vice
yeah.
versa. But that is like Diddy. It's only so much you can like.
I don't even
What more can you say?
I don't even like to hear even more lawsuits about it when people are doing like reading. I don't even want to hear them. I
It's
just don't
enough.
have that.
He
There
got
was
enough. It's
yeah.
like okay, it's 8 more today. Oh my God, I'm not about like I don't. I might say something about it when he started going to court.
Now
Like,
you done brought see inspired just kicked Diddy out of here. Diddy just came when you mentioned him.
see, Diddy, we don't want to talk about you.
He came in here and inspired booted him out of
We
here.
don't want to talk about you. We don't even want to see your name come up.
He said
But
typically
it's so
Jay
much.
Boogie says I typically bow out a channel when it becomes about me, despite it being your channel. Yeah, yeah, we gotta remember that one too. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Because when it becomes just about you, I understand we're the content to a certain extent. But I think when it becomes just about us, that's where we have a problem.
yeah, because you're already giving the commentary. Why am I talking about myself the whole time?
Yeah,
That's
And then
That's like,
Deanna says everybody has their own perspectives on it. So yeah,
yeah.
and that's what we
And
have to
that's the
realize.
thing. Everybody has different perspectives, which make you look at a certain channel. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can listen to Dawson and then listen to you about the same thing, and it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
two
Mm-hmm.
different outlooks on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. I don't want to hear this person talk about the same thing the same way that they talk about this. Like I've already seen that 3 times today.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I don't want to see that anymore. Like it's so much other things that it and it's more things that's going on in people's cities.
But you know what? I've also had to realize that once I've made commentary and then heard someone else's perspective, and I didn't backpedal. But I heard it. My thought pattern was different, and I may have some leniency on the situation. Or
Yeah.
it's not about back. It's about really hearing someone else's perspective that maybe adjust how you feel about the matter or the
Hmm.
subject.
Yeah. That happens a
Because
lot.
even when I came out with the Abyssinian Church, I'm listening to what these people are saying about Dr. Johnson and doing all that, but then listening to some other things, and people are submitting me some official documents of some other things, and so it just makes me. I didn't have an opinion on him. We made it funny by saying, "Man, you're gonna have to get out of that church."
Well,
That made
yeah.
it funny, but that didn't necessarily mean he was gonna have to get out of that church. But after listening to other people's perspective, that's what I was able to, you know, kind of draw it in just a little bit. Just let him know. Listen, I didn't get Dr. Johnson. I don't know the man. I'm just
Yeah.
presenting what
It's the
the
stuff
lawsuit
that's
is saying.
surrounded
Yeah,
around
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But see, that's the thing. Even when they talk about the Kojic, it's the same people, same people.
Right,
It's more
right.
going on in Kojic, Apostolic, Baptist, all of them. It's more going on than those key people.
Yeah, yeah. But what laziness is not making us go out to research it.
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah, and
we can
yeah,
probably go out and research some other things that are not so popular and really make them a little bit more. I have another story about a church. Some thievery going on at a well-known church that I'm probably going to be coming out this week. Just depends on, and some things that I talk about. I be like getting ready to do the story, and then I just back up, Sean. I
yeah,
just back
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I do. Yeah, I do that. I do that a lot. But it's sometimes it's what people are thinking, but they can't say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But then it's like, do I want to put myself in that position to
yeah.
talk about that?
Like
Like
Jay
you
Boogie
said,
just said, St. James, do you typically wait to deliver commentary or want to be the first one out? It depends on the commentary. It depends on what it is and who's bringing me the information.
yep.
When they brought me the information in regards to Marvin Winans falling out at Bible study, and I brought it out here,
Hmm.
I accepted it because it came from a source that has never failed. When someone brought me the
Yeah.
information in regards to Loretta getting punched and slapped at City of Refuge, and I brought
Hmm.
it out first, I did it because of who it came from.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna just put out something anybody tell me. Because you.
Yes, so if people bring me something that's a little iffy, J Boogie, I may hold off. I've held off a few times and let someone else kind of do, and then I came in and act like but I
Yeah.
had heard it, but I didn't get it, even if it was a truth, I didn't get it from a reliable source. Because I don't want to be Jives. I don't want to be Tasha K. I don't want to be sued. For even though I don't think I would ever get to that point because, like I said, you tell me to move something, I don't care if it's true. I got gospel, I got paperwork, and I got documents from the court, and you ask me to take it down, and there's like a
But if I
legal
can
reason.
already said it and it's been out, taking it
It's
down
out.
ain't gonna
It's
hurt.
out. Taking it down. This shouldn't be hard at all. It's already out in the atmosphere, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't have a problem with taking it down. But it depends on Jay Boogie if it's the source that it's coming from. I don't have to be the first one. Is it good to be the first one? Yeah. Usually if you're the first one, you're going to get more clicks. But although that's not necessarily true because
Yeah.
I can bring something out. put it out first. But if someone like a Larry Reed talks about it, who has way more following and
Yeah,
then
it's gonna
he's
get
gonna
more
get more
traction.
than I get from it, and I brought it out first. So
Yeah.
it really, I'll get what I'll get off of it according, but I have to realize that I may not get the bigger clicks. Dawson Speaks gets a
Hmm.
good a viewership.
Yeah.
So Paul Loretta, they still talk about Paul Loretta.
Yeah, but that's like if I have something 9 times out of 10,
Hmm.
you are going to be the one that I take it to. But even
Yeah.
I'll tell you, hold on,
Yeah.
let me make sure
And
that
you know what? And I may choose to hold on, and I may not choose to hold on. And
yeah.
after I get the information, it's up to me to figure out what I'm gonna do to it.
Hmm. But
Just
see,
like when
it's
Bishop Brooks died, wasn't I the first one to come out and said he died?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, he was sick. No, I was the first one to
He
say he
was
was
sick.
sick.
Yeah, yeah,
He was, I mean, unto death. And we see St. James was right
yeah.
by
Because it
putting it
was
out there.
one. But I think it was one of them where we always pray for what we want to happen,
Hmm.
and that's not necessary. If you say God's will may not be what my will
It
is.
may not be what, that's like I was saying. They let Jimmy Carter do his vote, but don't y'all pray him still here at 100, and he need to go.
Yeah, he just
You
said he
did,
wanted to vote.
but,
That's what he said out his mouth. I just
so
want to vote.
so don't do the extra prayer to keep him here if he's suffering. If he ain't really, is he not living, as they say, quality of life is not well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You can't be selfish with it. Like he did what he did, and he made history in all kind of
Hmm.
ways. So what we
Ray
going?
says, Say James said he won't be. No, you're not gonna control me.
Yeah, that's what that. But see, that's the
You're
thing.
not.
But
You're not.
you do
Hmm.
stuff, even if you get it first, you do it with integrity.
Well, I tried, but like Deanna says, I put it out there with a little shade, a little shade to it. I don't think just coming out and being, uh, uh, something on the news is
But
reporting it as is the news. That's boring.
putting a little giggle twist on it don't ever hurt nobody. Like we got too much going on in the world anyway. Everybody always mad. So if we can put a little giggle
Hmm.
twist on it, then it's not saying
Yeah.
that the situation is funny in itself,
Right. And
but
I
you
think,
have to put some type of comedic commentary to it to not make it so dark.
but I'm glad that people are getting it with me.
Hmm.
That even if it's something serious, if it's something, I'm gonna put it out there, but I'm also gonna put it out there where it can land on your ears a little bit softer than just throwing it at you and shocking you with something.
But then let's be also honest. Some of this shit is comical.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
It's really comical. So trying to be deep with it, no.
it's so funny. Vet Fella says, I wish, she said, y'all need to leave some of that mess alone. Y'all need to leave some of that. She said, you know what I really want to say. I said, some of that shit. I know you want to say it.
Yeah, yeah. I
It
still
was
want
funny
somebody to
today.
show me in the Bible where a cuss word is a cuss word. Because
Because she said, so y'all need to leave some of that expressive or whatever she said alone. Yeah, that was so funny today.
because if she had said shit, she would be
Mm.
viral right now. Just
Yeah, she would.
forget about what else she said. She said
Yeah.
shit, and that's it.
And that
That's
would have
what's gonna
been
go viral.
done. And they would have said, see, I told y'all. I
Hmm.
told y'all she wasn't right.
Hmm.
Now they cuss like a sailor at home. But I
Okay.
told y'all she wasn't right.
And you saying the alphabet is just like you saying the word,
Yeah,
so you might as well
yeah,
go ahead and say
yeah.
it. I don't have time. Like it's just I don't know. I just think that the commentary that you all did, there was fire. Like I can't even
Who you talking about?
you and Marcellus.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was wasn't nobody beefing, y'all wasn't arguing, wasn't nobody like it was just straight talking.
Does this work? I think I thought this thing was a thing where it moves. Let me see something. I don't think I plugged it up. I think this thing moves when I move, but it ain't doing that now. Sean, I got to get off here. My phone is going to uh, 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 die.
Yeah, I
So
got
thank
to
you for
call the
coming up
missus
and chit
back as well.
chatting with me. I'm gonna close out with my folks. Go ahead and drop down.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right,
Bye, y'all.
white boy. What's up, everybody? Glad. Thank you for hanging out with me. I got to get out of here. J. Drew cuss. They all cuss. um, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of this city and get back home. It's always good to come to the bay and to see the water and just to relax. And had a wonderful time last night at the concert with Lawrence Matthews and Lisa Bird Miles. If you didn't get a chance to see those videos, I did post some on here, and I think there's one on the Carnal Church Sector page as well. So make sure you're subscribed to both pages. Hit that subscription button if you're not a subscriber. Hit that right up there in red. In red, double tap the screen for me to hit the like button. Hope everybody has a one. Don't you attack me? You know, I don't like no bugs flying around me. Hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday as we get ready for another work week on tomorrow. Oh God, oh God. But I appreciate those who's. I did get a few cash apps, so thank you so much for pretty much. I think those pay for my meal, so I appreciate you. All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Kaquan, Deanna, Page Genius. Oh, now the music gonna start coming on. Good thing. All right, let me go, y'all. They done turned the music on because I think the pianist that was playing inside stopped. All right, y'all. See y'all later.